Hi guys, it's Marieta. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about the attachment. What is the attachment and how and why should you let go of the attachment if you want to create the life and business that you want. So stay tuned. Cool. So I'm going to talk about the attachment. This is actually a very cool topic. I love this topic because that is something that personally I've suffered over the years, and I'm still suffering with this because it's not easy to be detached from the outcome. So I want to divide this video into three different topics. First, I want to talk about the attachment in your business as an entrepreneur, if you have any, and especially when it comes to sales calls and the outcome, etc., enrolling people, serving people, getting new clients, attachment in that area. Second, I want to talk about the attachment when it comes to money, making money. And third, I want to talk about attachment in personal life, especially when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to romantic relationships. So this is going to be actually a long video, and maybe I should divide it in three different videos, but I want to see what's your feedback, what's your what do you guys think, and then maybe I can do a separate different videos. If you want to dig deeper, I'll do it for you. So let's make this happen. Now, before I continue, I do have a video that is called the law of detachment, because there is actually a law, universal law, that is governing our existence, and the law is called the law of detachment. And here is how it works. Every time you want to basically create something in your life, whether you want to manifest the perfect relationship, or you want to manifest, I don't know how much money in your bank account, or you want to create this new business and you want to enroll clients, or you want to make a sale, whatever it is that you want to create in your life, you want to manifest, the 7-step manifestation process ends with the last step. And the last step is actually the detachment. You need to let go. And because of that, there is actual law that is governing the universe, which is called the law of detachment. And this law is basically all about the creation process. If you want to create something, it's great that you have the vision. It's great that you have the desire. It's great that you act as if it's already done. And obviously you take action. You really take firm action towards that goal. But if you don't let go and you hold on to that vision or that actual outcome, you're never going to experience it in your life, because by holding on to that outcome, you are actually putting resistance in place. And this is actually very deep when you think about it, because in quantum physics, whenever there was the experiment done by quantum physicists, where they did the experiment with, I think it's called double slit experiment, where you have the particles behaving in different way when there is actual observer, whereas when there is no observer. In other words, in the quantum field, the particles, which in Buddhist theory or in Buddhist teaching is called kalapas, and our body consists of the same particles, are behaving in different way if there is an observer. In other words, if there is observer, the smallest particles, subatomic particles, can either become a wave or they can become the actual form. So in other words, when you are not observing that outcome, you are removing the observer from the equation. The outcome is different compared to when you are actually observing the outcome, because there are so many different possibilities, potentialities that are existing at the same time, because these particles are behaving, acting constantly, and they are either behaving as a wave or they are behaving as a particle. So it's either particle or the wave, And it depends whether there is observer included or there is no observer included. Because the observer is by the mere fact of the observation, and the expectation is affecting the outcome. So that is actually the quantum physics thing, and you can, I believe you can Google it. If I'm not explaining it fully, excuse me, because I'm not quantum physicist, and this is just something that I learned, that I heard, and then I actually also started to test this theory while I was in the Vipassana silence retreat, because there is a correlation between this theory and the theory, actually the practice, Vipassana practice that Buddha actually came up with, because he's teaching how we actually observe the body, and how while we are observing the body, we are actually observing the sensations, and then while we are observing the sensations in the body, the sensations are constantly reappearing, and it's a constant flow of beginning and end. And you actually see how you have these sensations, and in the next moment they're gone. So you see the constant flow, the existence and death, and basically the same theory applies to the quantum physics. It's the same principle. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I just want to give you a short intro where I'm coming from. So when you are actually constantly obsessed with the outcome, because you have the attachment, by being attached to the outcome, you are actually postponing the outcome, because you are observing it, right? That energy, that mental energy of constantly focused, you are constantly wondering if it's going to happen, is actually resistance in place. The resistance in place is there because you have fear, or you have a doubt whether it will be manifested or whether it will happen in your life. So you need to remove the fear, and you need to remove the doubt. So how do you remove the fear and how do you remove the doubt? You let go. You let go, and by letting go, I mean you absolutely let go, like you absolutely don't care anymore. And this is very hard, because of course we care, of course we want that outcome. But that is the paradox, that is the biggest paradox if you want to be successful in whatever area in your life, and it's very difficult, especially if you are someone who is trained to make things happen in your life. You think that you have the power to make everything happen, and that's not necessarily true. You have to surrender, you have to learn how to surrender. So how do you actually surrender? So let's talk about the business. Like, you have the plan, right? You are, for example, business owner or entrepreneur. You have the sales plan, or you have the marketing plan, and things are not going well. And you do everything you can, you execute, right? You work hard, but you don't, for whatever reason, you are not able to generate sales. For example, it's just a very simple example. Let's generate sales. Let's talk about consulting type of business. And you wonder why. You do everything perfect and you don't understand why. Well, why? Because you are still attached. If you are obsessed with the outcome, it might be a reason why you are actually not able to generate the sales, for example. Because if you are attached to it, it's automatically, there is resistance, because you are sort of in fear. You have doubt if you can make it happen. So what you have to do, really, guys, is to work on letting go. Simply let it go. Let it go. Like, it's already done. Pretend like it's already done. It already happened. It's done. And you know that in your heart. So you need to work on that, like how it's already done in your heart. Just feel it. Feel it like it's done, and you know it's done. You trust the process completely. You have 100% trust in the process, and you know it's done. You completely surrender, because you know that you are co-creator. You're not just the one creator. You are co-creator. You are co-creating with the universe. So it's actually, when you understand this principle, you will become very, 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 very powerful. Very powerful. And then you can totally let go, and you can totally surrender, because you know you will be taken care of. Nature, again, law of nature or universe or whatever you want to call it, wants you to be happy, successful, and live the abundant life, right? So you just let go, and when you let go, you feel free, right? And when you feel free, it will come to you. Of course, it will come to you if you actually do if you take the inspire action. If you do everything you possibly can to make it happen, and then you let go, then things will come to you. There is no other way. And things will come to you in your business when you absolutely accept inside of you that is already done. Again, if you have any doubts and fears, you become aware of them. When you become aware of them, you observe them, and then you're like, and why pure the fact of observation, these fears will make that happen. They will go away, but you have to observe them in non-judgmental way. And when you do that, it will go away. They will go away, and you again create a space so things can happen. Things can come for you. As I mentioned, while you are taking action, inspired action. Obviously, if you just let go and don't do anything, you don't create anything. You cannot close the deal. You cannot enroll people. You cannot sell your products if you don't take any action, right? But if you're selling your product, if you have the marketing strategy in place, if you are talking to clients, you are enrolling people, you take everything, you take the action, you do everything properly, but then you let go. Let it go. Absolutely let it go. Right? It makes sense? Does it make sense? I hope it does. The next thing I want to talk about is money. Especially if you're building your company, you're building a business, talking about money. I love this topic actually because there are people who either feel that, it's almost like a crime talking about money. And then there are people who are obsessed about money. And then, they just care about money. So you have these two different people. One person is really like not comfortable talking about money at all. They have money blocks, obviously. And then you have another person who is actually obsessed about making money and just making money and all is about money, how much I'm making this month, blah, 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 especially in the entrepreneur world. And both of these people are, I believe that their opinions and relationship with money is not healthy. So there is the other way, there is a third way. And the third way is that you actually know that money are good, money are positive if you actually do positive things with money. But if you abuse the money, because money is just accumulated energy, paper that you see, the green stuff, is just the accumulated energy that you can actually turn into something else. You take that piece of paper and get something for that, which is also energy. So you're just exchanging energy. It's just accumulated energy. And so when you see that piece of paper as accumulated energy, and you use it for good, right? You're not hurting anybody by actually using money or abusing money. If you have a lot of money, you have a power because you have a lot of accumulated energy. If you use it for good, you have a good and healthy relationship with money. There is absolutely nothing wrong with making money. You can make money, you can make a lot of money if you want to actually, again, use this energy, accumulated energy, and do something great. Because obviously you're gonna do different things with $100,000 than compared to 10 million, right? You're gonna have different options, different opportunities. And if you know, and if you have a healthy relationship with this money, then you can do great things, right? You don't feel uncomfortable talking about money, but on the other hand, you're not sick and obsessed about money, right? Because if you are sick and obsessed about money and you just care about making money and you don't care about anything else, you don't care about other living beings, you don't care about people, humanity, you don't care about anybody, you just care about you and making money, then in the long run, it's going to affect you, it's going to hurt you. You are in fact creating bad karma, which is another topic. Action and reaction, which I'm not going to cover today in this video. But if you have a healthy relationship, you can create great things. So going back to today's topic, the attachment. If you want to make money, if you want to make more money, again, you can absolutely, I believe, you can make as much as money as you want. Again, if there is the law of circulation in place and you are following the law of circulation, which is actually exchange of energy. If you just take money from people and you don't deliver anything, you don't deliver any value, that is ripping people off, right? You are breaching the law of circulation. And I do have this law of circulation. There's a video on this, so I'm going to link it for you. But if you are actually getting money for the value that you provide, you can absolutely make unlimited amount of unlimited amount of money if you want to, if you actually provide the value or if you multiply the value because you deliver the value to many people at the same time. And so again, it's just exchange of energy. And in between, you can have a different vehicle, right? The vehicle could be your service, It could be your one-on-one service, it could be your course, online digital program, or it can be your product that you deliver to many different people. It doesn't really matter as long as you are providing the value and you are accepting money. Again, exchange of energy, the law of circulation. You can make as much as you want. So you are the one who will decide how much money I'm going to make. And so you can scale your business. You can scale your business accordingly. However, again, if you have attachment to making this money, what's going to happen? Nothing is going to happen. You will not make money because you're putting resistance in place. You're putting resistance that is going to, again, you, by being obsessed about the outcome, you are slowing down the outcome. So you need to withdraw yourself from the equation, the quantum field, and let that thing happen for you. And before you do that, you do everything you can possibly do. You take that inspire action, the practical steps, you apply it to your life. So you don't just sit around and meditate and visualize. No, you actually take action. But then when you talk to someone, you express how much you charge. You are not attached to the outcome. And this applies to people who are doing sales calls. All right. This is something actually that I realized. I took a sales training. I'm a certified salesperson. I have a certificate on that. So I am pretty much aware of how to sell, all the process, the technique and strategies. And there were times when I would have like 50 different sales calls and I would not close anybody, which was kind of crazy. Like I couldn't understand what is going on. My price is good. My offer is amazing. I know I can deliver. I trust myself. I'm confident. I have a great result. I'm a living proof. Like everything was great, except I was attached. I was attached to the outcome. I was attached to how much money I want to make. I was attached to how much I want to generate in sales this month. And because of that attachment, I was putting in the resistance. And because I was putting in the resistance, I could not close the people because they can feel it. Believe it or not, subconsciously, we all can feel each other. And so that's when actually later on I learned and I realized, all right, here's what's going on. It's the attachment. Really, it's the attachment. And you need to remove the attachment. Just like I told you with the business, like I told you about the idea in yesterday's video, I was talking about the inspiring idea. So if you haven't seen that video, how to get creative and inspired idea, go back and check it out. The same thing you need to do here. You need to actually let go because you need to trust that your service is of a huge value to humanity. Whatever you do, you are helping people. And when you know that in your heart, emotionally, you know that, and you don't have any internal blocks to actually ask for money, charge this amount of money, then you are aligned. And when you are aligned, it will be delivered to you. There is nothing wrong with asking for certain amount for exchange of your service, because your service equals value. And that is completely okay to charge for that value that you deliver. And again, it depends how much you're going to charge. I think that is connected with the value that you deliver. And some people say that you can charge whatever you want as long as you explain the value and people get the value. So, and there are people who are charging crazy amount of money for certain value, but those people also been through many years of training, many years of experience. So obviously their value that they are providing, someone who has 20, 30 years of experience is able to provide very different value than someone who, for example, have 2 years of experience. See the difference between the value? So really and then the end result of the value is the solution you provide. So the problem you actually solve. So, in some cases you might need someone who's got 10 years or 20 years of experience. In other cases, you might need someone with 2 years of experience. Depends what you need. The end goal is clear. You want a solution to your problem. And so because of you have to understand, then the price might be different. So yeah, there's so much I can talk about this. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, because if you are interested, I will do another video just on the money, just on the value and how it's perceived by human beings. And the third I want to talk about is the relationships. This applies to people who are seeking relationship, or people who are dating, or people who are basically in maybe a brand new relationship, you are building a relationship. So when you are, same principle applies, looking for a partner, you look for the partner because you want something, and what you want is actually exchange of energy again. You're looking for a partner because you want to do the exchange of energy. That's what you want to do, whether it's on physical level or mental level or spiritual level. It's all about exchange of energy. And most chances are you are looking because you want to feel love. You want to be loved. Now, when you do look for a partner, make sure to understand that if you look from a place where you are hungry, it's like you are hungry and you're looking for someone to give you food. But the other person also is hungry and is looking for you to give her or him food. And when there are two people who are hungry, what's going to happen when they come together? They're going to be hungry. They're going to eat each other while they are still hungry. And so that's the example of the codependent relationship you have out there. So many codependent relationships, and they are not in a good relationship because both partners are actually hungry. So the only way to actually find the relationship is to be fulfilled within first. You absolutely need to work on that inner fulfillment. And when you work, and it's like a huge topic, so there's no way I can cover it in this video, so I'll do different videos on this. So the only way to do that is basically to be content from within first. And then when you're looking for that partner, or you are dating, or you just started a new relationship and you want to keep it going and you want to build that relationship, you need to absolutely not be attached for the outcome, not be attached to the outcome. Again, if there is detachment, it's gonna go smoothly because you're not begging for that energy, you're not begging for love. You know that you are love, and because you detached from the outcome, it's gonna find you, it's gonna come to you. So you apply the same principle. The law of detachment you can apply in every area of your life. In every area of your life where you don't see the results you're looking for, you need to apply this law of detachment because it's a very, 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 very powerful law. And this law is also included in my book, Love is the Law. And if you're interested, you can check out 3 chapters. And the link is going to be below this video. So I hope you like this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to receive weekly and sometimes even daily updates from me. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself and keep practicing law of detachment, because the truth to be told, guys, and this is something that my mentor is telling me, is that you are everything. You are love, you are success, you are money, you are beautiful being that has everything. You are loved because you were born, you are loved because you exist without any reason, you are loved because you were created, you are loved because you are part of nature, and because of that, because you exist, you are loved, powerful being that can have anything you desire in your life. So once you understand and you feel these words that I'm sharing with you, there's no way for you to be attached because you trust the process. And the process itself is beautiful. All right, so I hope it makes sense. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye, and thanks for watching.